Today we are going to be taking a peek inside an abandoned government facility way out in the middle of the desert. I hope you enjoy the tour and welcome to the Wasteland. Hey everyone, this is Chris and you are watching Wasteland by Wednesday. And today I am going to do the first video of a new series that I'm going to call Wasteland Spotlights. This is basically where I will be going out to visit and showcase some of the interesting and useful places in my own area of operations out here in the desert Southwest. Partly it's just for the entertainment of my viewers who seem to get a kick out of some of the other places I've been, so why not? But also, later on, I will be talking about what I call collapse mapping, which is it's mapping out and scouting out everything that's within your area of operations. And by AO, I mean the area where you will either be residing when collapse happens or where you will be bugging out to when collapse happens, and all the land in between that you may have to cross or utilize. In short, collapse mapping basically means you keep track of every single possible resource or structure or shelter or point of interest that you can find anywhere within 100 miles of where you're going to be at when you bug out. A lot of these can be used as unconventional bug out locations. They can be used as markers, rally points for other members of your team. They can be used as temporary layovers, way stations, great places to bury supply caches, whatever. You should definitely keep track of everything that's around you and go out to visit it. The part of preparation is actually going out and doing the things that you're going to end up doing post-collapse. And that means a lot of hiking over land. Rucking is probably the best fitness thing you could possibly do, but I'm getting off the subject here. The whole point today is to take a look at where we're at, which is actually an abandoned Loran station. Now, this particular Loran station was born in 1976, the same time I was. And it was actually closed down in 2010, along with the entirety of the U.S. Loran Corps. And almost immediately afterwards, it was, I'm not necessarily going to say looted, but looted, scavenged, whatever. They came out here and pulled out many thousands of dollars worth of copper because this place featured 4 or 5 massive generators, and a whole ton of server farms, subfloor cabling, all that. But anyway, today we're going to take a look at it. I hope you enjoy the scenery and the exploration as much as I do, and hopefully you get some good ideas out of it. As far as that goes, this place would be a great zombie apocalypse defense compound with these thick concrete and cinder block walls, massive gates, and metal doors. Definitely serves a purpose. Plus, you got fields of fire for miles around. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's go take a look, and welcome to the Wasteland, guys. All right. Extremely sturdy cinder block and metal construction, which is definitely a bonus. Look at the size of these generators. Massive at one time. Now, shortly after this place closed down, of course, it was immediately, well, I'm going to go ahead and say looted, although salvaged might be more appropriate, for all the copper. Look at the size of these motors that are on these engines. That was a lot of copper. And of course, the wiring for this place, everything else. Pretty much every bit of copper that can be stripped was stripped. This got a very large 1,600-gallon water tank here. Or no, 1,700. Freshwater capacity, 1,700 gallons. When you look at a place like this, not only is the construction solid and the doors intact, which is very important, but you have quite a bit of resources here. This is another large external tank. Take a quick look. Seems like the caps are off to the side over here. Head back inside. And some offices. A drop tile ceiling. What remains of bathrooms and even a shower. Now again, something you would want to think about is that in a post-collapse situation, you would be looking at rebuilding a place like this because it offers quite a bit in the way of defensive capability. With these walls and doors, very nice. And like I said, most everything is actually intact. Very nice artwork. Small closet. Now, if you notice, I'll be stepping down. All of these areas used to have raised floors for the purposes of wiring and whatnot. But all of that was stripped to the tune of quite a few $1,000s when this place closed down. The salvages or looters or whatever you want to call them made quite a bit off this location. No doubt about that. But again, thinking about the post-collapse world, this place would be an incredible source of resources and materials, if not an outright excellent place to post up and make a new home. Lots of sheet metal. If you were paying attention for some of the drone shots, you would see that the roofs are pretty much intact. Oh, and we have a friend. Now, these desert tortoises are endangered and protected, so we're definitely not going to disturb this guy. And in fact, interfering with him at all is quite illegal. So we're going to go ahead and let him stay here. All right, buddy. You have a good day. And we will move on. Looking at this second compound, this was very well secured and defended. And would be an excellent compound in the future. Take a look at these doors. And these are not light doors. Quite heavy. Very heavy duty. Hear that echo? Yeah. Another very large tank. This would have been fuel for another series of absolutely massive Generac generators. Servers and transmitters here needed quite a bit of power, and this is how they got it. Electrical room. Up here, we have the nest of something very impressive, which does not seem to be home at the moment, but nevertheless, we're going to leave undisturbed. Here's another series of our large doors, gates. Again, still perfectly intact and functional. Excellent for defenses. We'll go ahead and head inside the actual main server room. And this is a great example of those raised floors I was talking about. Hopefully you guys can see all this on the video. A lot of junk down there, but you can see down here, the floor was actually elevated several feet off the ground, and running underneath here would have been all the conduits and cables necessary for the machinery, as you can see from the boxes back there. Filing cabinet over here. Let's go take a look. It's good to be careful in places like this. Let's see what we have. Fuses. Huh. A map of the area. Pavement repair plan. And more assorted paperwork from the place. Well, very interesting. Make our way back over across this flooring. Head into the back section. And more raised flooring. And that's something to think about too when it comes to materials. These were heavy duty. All right. Take a good look at that. These are basically concrete filled metal floor plates. Let's say they're probably about 25, 30 pounds a piece, maybe more. I'm not a very great judge of that. But they are, without a doubt, excellent for structural use. All of this stuff is. This is all pretty heavy duty in here. One more gate back here. Leading out. I believe this was where the main transmitter for the Loran station was once mounted, though it has since been dismounted. Back out this massive gate. Yes, quite heavy duty. Been underground tank area, and I am guessing, yeah, there's the lid. But there you have it. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this little peek into a part of my own personal wasteland here, and if there is more you want to know, or a particular spotlight area in the desert southwest that you would like to see, let me know in the comments below. Maybe I can get around to it. And maybe throw a like and subscribe in there while you're at it. I would surely appreciate it. Till next time, my friends, stay safe, stay ready. It's a wasteland out there.